Hi. Globally minded with a knack for innovation, I am an Emerson College junior public relations major. These words are how I started off my introduction in my Frederick Douglass Global Fellowship application, and they really describe me now more than ever after having experienced a trip that so fundamentally changed who I am and who I was. I'm certainly globally minded. I have always had a passion for traveling, for studying abroad, and I'd always wanted to study abroad, but that wasn't always an option for me. I worried about finances. I worried about finding the right program that was the right fit. And all of a sudden, I think it was December when I discovered the Frederick Douglass Global Fellowship. One December, I got an email. Would you like to become a Frederick Douglass Global Fellow? I was like, yeah, of course I would. There was a lot of nervousness going into the application and going into just wrapping my head around studying abroad, especially during COVID and as things were opening up and vaccines were getting distributed, but we weren't sure at the time who was going to be able to get vaccinated and when they were going to be able to get vaccinated. But I had faith in CIEE and I had faith in myself that we would figure it out. And I decided to take a leap and delve into this adventure that ended up being, the 4 weeks on the Frederick Douglass Global Fellowship, I want to say, were the best 4 weeks of my life so far. I really loved all aspects of Ireland. I love the people. I love the rolling green hills that they're so famous for. I still remember the peace that I felt just closing my eyes and listening to the sound of the waves crashing up against the cliffs of Moher. I remember talking to the Prime Minister, which is a sentence I can't even believe I get to say. I was talking to the Prime Minister. So I remember talking to the Prime Minister, the Taoiseach Martin, and he asked me, he was asking me about my name, about different, about who we were as Frederick Douglass Global Fellows. But one thing I shared with him was that the best part of being in Ireland was meeting the different people and making new friends and just striking up conversations with people I met on the street. And I really want to double down on that. It's the people that make CIEE's programs, I think, so wonderful, specifically the Frederick Douglass Global Fellowship, because, yes, you get to meet these amazing people in this new country that I've never been to before and a lot of people had never been to before. And you get to learn about experiences that are so different from your own. But at the same time, we were with a group of fellows from all over the United States, and every person, though we were all students of color, had a different experience and a different background, a different upbringing, and I learned something from each and every single person. It was absolutely phenomenal. International education, I think, is so vital to developing students as leaders, as change makers, and just as individuals. I know that I am a better person because I went on the Frederick Douglass Global Fellowship, and I know that my peers are also better people because of it. And I know Vice President Harris told us to come as we are and leave as we aspire to be. And I can truly say that after going on this trip and having been home for a couple months now, I came as I was, and I truly left who I aspired to be.